Like, y'all can't be happy for Vannessa just a little bit? Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again. This is my channel, Jasmine Baker 2. Thank you so much for watching my last videos. I am trying to get everything pre-recorded so that I'm not having to record for a while. I'm just gonna get stuff edited back to back, and that way I have content that it comes out in a timely manner. So please just be patient with me, okay? Do you remember the last commentary we had about the 1,000-pound best friends? If you're new to this, I encourage you to check out this video, which is my first commentary on it. It's kind of like a whole rundown of the first season of the show, and you can just kind of see where everybody is. If you watch that, then you'll be pretty much caught up and you'll know what's going on in the second season. Just to recap, the last time we watched this, they were all in different stages of the weight loss process.
You don't have to get fast food, you can get other stuff like a salad.
Yeah, but we ate salads yesterday. Let's go eat some good food today.
There's gonna be some enabling in here, I just know it. Dr. Procter is there to help her, and she's just really setting an example for her kids' eating habits, because when she starts changing her eating habits and eating healthier and not having the trash food in the house, then the kids will not have the opportunity to eat that. See how well they stick to Dr. Procter's diet recommendations.
All right, let me get 2 of your spicy chicken sandwiches with the fries and drink.
This isn't gonna go well.
2 of the regular not spicy combos, a large jalapeno popper, and a large mozzarella stick. 2 deluxe bacon cheeseburger meals. And bucket of tenders, side of mashed potatoes and coleslaw.
Well, they have a new season. Let's dive into season 2. Is somebody going to slip up? And as you and I both know, from the first season, pretty much all of them slipped up. I used to hate most reality TV in my teens, but I did watch America's Next Top Model, and now that's regarded as one of the most toxic shows to ever exist. If you guys want me to explore that show, leave a comment below if you want me to review America's Next Top Model. I watched quite a few seasons of that when I was a teenager. I did not like the way that I looked, and I ate too much food to be a model. I know everyone and their mom is discussing that show, but I want to put my 2 cents in. How does it work when you come across food cravings and you're on a TV show? Because the cameras are there all the time, or it seems like they're there all the time in your face. Isn't that kind of weird, telling the public about your diet and then also showing the public why you're failing at your diet? At some point you're gonna have to look back and wonder if you're contradicting yourself. Do these women ever like look back and watch this show and be like, that's where I went wrong? Does that hold people accountable when they air their dirty laundry like that? These are important questions. The scale doesn't lie. It tells us numbers that we don't like, but it does not lie.
I know Dr. Proctor's goal, but I'm just like, can I get a honey bun, please?
I'm not getting on a scale. No scales for me.
You have to lose weight or you're gonna die.
Fit. Oh, I'm done.
You told me the same thing.
I'm done. I'm done.
What we've learned from this show is that food is a band-aid. It's a coping mechanism for many people. Another thing that this group of women have been doing is they've been keeping food journals, which is a fantastic idea. If you have trouble figuring out how many calories you need to eat in a day, then keeping a food journal is a great way of holding yourself accountable to how much food you eat or don't eat. That way you can get a great idea of your eating habits. I can tell you, I used to eat a lot out of boredom. I would eat when my anxiety was really high. There were certain times in my life where there was just a lot going on.
She does not want to face it right now, because if she faces it right now, then she has to admit to herself that she has some accountability in that.
On top of her throwing my journal.
I found myself eating a lot of food. I had like this compulsion to eat a lot of food. I had an unending hunger, I guess. But when I was stressed out about certain things, I just found myself like feeling the urge to eat.
Meghan overreacted, and I was upset by it, to be quite honest. It was just a scale. We stepped on and off the scales all of our lives, and there was no need for her to, you know, storm out of dinner.
When you use it as a coping mechanism, it basically puts you in a black hole of eating your feelings, and you're not paying attention to what you're eating and how much.
Honestly, I'm pissed.
When that happens, you'll have the compulsion to eat more and never be satisfied, no matter how much food you consume.
Meghan don't need to get mad and pissed off about this. She needs to stand up, own up, and say, yeah, I'm in a bad place. I've been messing up. Let's do this, girls. Let's get this on track.
Meghan hasn't weighed herself in who knows how long.
Where's Meghan?
She's cooling off in the bathroom, so just let her be.
I think she said 1.5 years or close to 2 years ago she had the weight loss surgery, but she has kind of hit a plateau. She's gotten lazy, or she just didn't care, or we don't really know all of the reasons as to why she didn't do whatever she was supposed to be doing. The first year of the surgery, from what I understand from Dr. Now and Dr. Procter, is the most crucial period of time after you have a weight loss surgery. Your body's metabolism changes, and when you are eating less food by force because your stomach is smaller, forces your body to use up the fat stores for energy, and you lose weight at a very quick rate.
The last time I saw Dr. Procter was about 6 months ago, and I weighed about 297.
Don't want you to gain any weight. Gain any weight? Stop. I won't do your surgery.
After their friendly weigh-in, I'm sensing some awkwardness.
All right, I'm gonna show. Let's see. When I saw Dr. Procter last week, honey, I weighed in and I only weighed 304 pounds.
Vannessa had weight loss surgery in the very last episode. The jealousy is real.
Wow. I've lost a couple pounds.
Like, y'all can't be happy for Vannessa just a little bit. I just want to acknowledge Vannessa for doing the prep work in order to get the weight loss surgery, because I know that that is something that she was working towards. Is that not the entire purpose of this show? They're all supposed to hold each other accountable, and they're on this journey together. She reached a weight loss goal on a weight loss show. Why is Ashely upset? Is she jealous, maybe? Looks like she's been doing pretty great. She's been focused. She's had a more positive attitude. She just seems a lot more motivated, and she's just on track. That is very commendable.
I'm feeling so good about myself.
You can tell by looking at her face and her body, she has gone down in size. That means she's followed Dr. Procter's post-surgery directions, and she's been consistent with it. And as we can see, consistency pays off. That is what happens when you put in effort and you stick to something. You can reach your goal. And here's Ashely pre-disappointed.
Back in 2014, I had my first operation.
Oh, she didn't like you.
Right. Last time I saw Dr. Procter was 6 months ago, and I weighed in at 378. He told me that if I lose 30 pounds, I can be approved for a gastric bypass operation.
In the first season, we learned that she had a weight loss surgery some years back, and now she's trying to have another one. So there is a process to this. So now we're catching up to what she's lost and how she's been doing.
So my goal weight is 348. There you go. I did not want to step on that, but yet here we are.
What do you expect when you're not really doing much?
Growing up, Ashely was one of the ones that never shared her true emotions. She knows how to bottle them up. She knows how to keep them down tight. But that's the reason she's still overweight. That's the reason her first surgery failed.
She's fully aware of how much progress she should have made, but she's only lost about 2 pounds.
I mean, that's not bad. Meghan started at almost 500. I started at 450. Y'all are starting a lot smaller than we did.
She has apparently not been doing whatever Dr. Procter's recommendations were.
For the past couple years, I've been the biggest of the four.
I haven't weighed in for myself in a hot minute, and I want to be able to absorb where I'm at by myself first.
Now, she did start off this whole process at 500 pounds.
Love her, and I'm not mad at her. I hope she don't think I'm
You're
mad.
never going to be ready. There's never a good time to face it or anything. So
And
I
pushing
guess
her
that's,
isn't going to do any good.
No,
At all.
no,
At all.
it's
It's
not. But I didn't realize
I
how
noticed
upset
that
she
back,
was
yeah.
until she got up. I said,
I don't
oh.
think I realized how upset I got because this whole weight loss thing's got my head messed up too.
But she should have lost more now because so much time has passed from the surgery.
Because I know it's not good.
I just don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did.
That being said, Meghan should be under or very, very close to 200 pounds or the low 200s.
You know, when I plateaued and then the weight started, 1 or 2 pounds here or there, and I stopped looking at the scale.
Just start somewhere. Do something.
And here I am, almost eight years later. So I'm that's my fear for you.
But I feel like the weakest link. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but you just had it, and you're like a honeymoon stage you got. You're gonna get to where you want to be, and you two are fixing to have surgery, and I've had it. It's pretty much over for me.
Whilst you have control over it, no one is forcing you to eat a certain way. You have the free will, so let's not use that excuse. The best thing to do when you don't want to work out is to work out. There's a lot of days where I don't want to work out and I force myself to do it anyway. And then at the end of the session, I'm like, oh, I feel a lot better now. I'm glad I did that and I didn't procrastinate another day.
Meg's in a scary place right now, and you realize that you can gain weight even after having weight loss surgery, and that's where Dr. Procter comes in. He will lead her to the correct resources that she needs to continue with her weight loss. Had I done that, I feel like I would be successful with my first weight loss surgery.
If I were just spending all my free time drawing, I would be a lot heavier than I am now. Drawing is a very sedentary activity.
I know I'm at least 10 pounds, maybe more.
Meghan, 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 Meghan.
God, I hate you all.
Love you.
Last time I seen Procter was about 6 months ago when I weighed 303. It's just my whole life is revolved around a scale.
And trust me, I know, okay, I was overweight as a teenager, and a lot of my time was spent eating and watching TV, avoiding my homework and drawing. She should not be 315 pounds from what I understand.
Weighing in makes me feel like a big fat failure.
Now they all have to live in a hotel because Meghan actually lives with Tina and her husband and kids. So at this time, her house is unlivable. There's the danger of mold from all of the water damage. So much stuff has to be repaired and replaced.
It's been really hard trying to keep up with the diet in the hotel.
I'm about ready to just go over there and grab that Danish.
Johnny,
Yes.
can you go ahead and take them to school?
Yes.
Despite her housing situation and the stress of moving, she still cares about Meghan's progress. She's still asking about somebody else's well-being instead of just focusing on herself.
I think my blood pressure is like through the roof.
I know that you're full of stress.
You have to deal with stress because everyone does. We all have it, and that's not an excuse to continue poor eating habit.
Meghan is driving me back crazy in this room.
Have you all kept up with your food journal?
I need a minute to myself. There's no way that this is gonna work. One of us or more are not gonna make it out of here.
I'm making it out alive.
And all I can think of is, I'm gonna kill you. It's just too much.
Girl, I got 27 more pounds to go to get the Dr. Proctor's goal.
Sometimes you just need a workout buddy. I don't have one. I work out at home because I am not brave enough to go to a gym. I don't have the motivation to go to a really real public gym. I'm socially awkward like that. I don't like when people stare at me. It happens most times when I go out in public. If you followed me for a while, then you're probably familiar with my social anxiety. Being out in public around a lot of people is just not my jam. It doesn't spark joy in me.
Having muscle helps you burn fat, and right now I don't have any muscle. So I hired us a personal trainer to teach us weight training.
I'm aware that I will have to move up the weights and go to a gym eventually.
If you have to, you have to, but...
Good afternoon, ladies.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm Ernesto. I'm gonna be working with you guys.
Vannessa sets up an appointment with a personal trainer.
Oh my God, I'm scared. His neck has muscles. His neck works out.
Yes.
Oh my God. Vannessa, do not let him kill me. Hello, I'm Ernesto, and I'm gonna your muscles up.
Ernesto is their personal trainer with the arms of Thor. Ernesto is a building.
Hi, ladies. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
You sure? Are you
Oh
sure?
my God.
Honey, Ernesto, he is the coolest, most sexiest man.
Yes, Vannessa, we get it. He's very good looking. That should keep you focused.
Vanessa's over here talking about how fine Ernesto is, and all I'm wondering is how is this man gonna be kicking our ass all over this gym?
This should go well.
Now I want you to place your here. Let me stretch. Okay, we're gonna do 10. Okay, it's 1. Piece of cake, right? 6. Yeah,
Not
that's
the
easy.
cake I want. It looks easy, but after so many sets, my arms are burning. I think I'm okay.
All right, we're gonna start that whole cycle all over again.
I love that Ernesto is introducing the exercise concept of a set. Like, yes, you have to do this whole routine again.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh my God, so the whole thing?
We're gonna do the whole thing all over again.
And go.
Working out with Ernesto is the hardest thing that I've done in a while.
Pick my weapons up.
If I get tired, I sit down, I take a break, but him, I can't take a break. He's like watching me.
Good job. Perfect. Good.
Ashely's fear is setting in on this particular machine. She thinks that a hernia from many years ago will prevent her from doing this.
Scared of this ab machine.
You got this. Come on now.
I can't.
You've been
I
working
just-
real
I
hard.
just- I
You've
just
been working
can't,
real
y'all.
hard.
I know it. I can't. I feel like if I push myself too hard, something bad's gonna happen. I'm gonna get injured or something like that.
Miss Ashely, baby girl, what's going on? Talk to me. Are you okay?
Honestly, I had this fear myself because I thought I had a hiatal hernia, and that's why I was avoiding certain exercises where I had to like twist my stomach or crunch my stomach in any way because it would actually make me wheeze pretty badly.
I had a hiatal hernia repair in 2014, and after that, Anytime I do any type of crunching exercise, the muscle where they, I guess, repaired it, it like tightens up.
And that was not fun. The good thing is I don't have a hiatal hernia. I would do other exercises and I wouldn't wheeze, but whatever I was doing when I had to like turn my stomach a certain way, I would start wheezing.
And I have to literally like sit there.
Her mind is playing tricks with her. When you've had an injury or something happen to you, you're not quite at ease with it. But she has to kind of move past that. She told me it was something that happened to her a while back. She probably didn't do any type of activities after that surgery. But the stomach is the stomach. And she just has to grow with it and accept what's going on.
I still try to do a few core exercises. They've been going pretty well. I found out that it was actually an issue with my stomach acid. I've gotten that under control.
I just had a hernia in March.
Okay,
And
wow, okay.
It took me a minute because it felt very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And so what you do, just do a little bit
Okay.
and lay back, and you start feeling that tension, just ease off and stop.
You just have to figure out what works for you. I understand being this weary of something.
But at least try.
Okay. I can give it a try.
You give it a try. Okay.
I can tell she's struggling.
Breathe. 1, good. Don't overextend. 2, that's perfect. Just like that.
But she powered through like a champ after a pep talk with Ernesto.
But I'm so proud that she sucked it up, got back on this machine, and continued working out. I'm really impressed with how hard she's trying to lose this weight.
We did it. We did it.
Myself.
Do I get a high five there?
All right.
All right.
I don't know why I listened to you.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Girl, he worked muscles I didn't even know we had.
I didn't know the back of my legs. The back of my legs are hurting.
The back of your legs? You mean calves?
I want Ashely to see Dr. Connie because I think that it'll help her to overcome things that she will not share with us.
So Vannessa decides to talk to Ashely about why Ashely is not making more progress in her weight loss. So she recommends going to a therapist.
I didn't know what was holding me back. I couldn't understand why I was getting emotional, why things were bothering me, you know, and I'd cry and get upset.
She really benefited from that. As we can tell, Vannessa has lost over 120 pounds, I think, or 110 pounds.
She helped me to understand what was going on in my mind to help release, so maybe you need to go see her.
So I can tell that her mindset is totally different from the first season. You can tell that she's done a lot more internal work and she's more focused. She's in a better mood.
So the first time I had the sleeve, I lost about 60 to 65 pounds, and I gained that back plus some. Okay. And so then I got discouraged. But I just want to make sure that this time I'm successful in maintain my weight loss. If you're going to be, you know, chopping off intestines and, you know, sewing stuff here and there, I want to make sure that I do it the right way this time.
So Ashely goes to a therapist and talks about the passing of her dad, which is sad, and gets help with the root of her overeating.
It requires some additional help with the insight and figuring it all out and putting the pieces together.
She had a little bit of an attitude earlier in the show after seeing Vannessa's progress, but she's trying again now, which is what matters.
My dad passed away at 56. I don't want that for my life.
So I'm guessing he was overweight?
Yeah. The combination of the obesity and the diabetes and the high blood pressure contributed to his passing.
Meghan and Tina.
Who here is brave enough to go to the doctor's office with their friend? If I had a friend that knew what I had to describe to a doctor, I bet they'd be shocked.
I'm probably gonna have a breakdown. Me and Tina have an appointment with Dr. Procter today, and I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm pretty much in panic mode at this point. The last time I was in Procter's office, his words literally struck me to the core.
You are one of the less successful people that I've seen to this point.
Meghan needs to stop acting like she's not in control of what she does.
This is about you taking control of your life.
And I swore to myself I would never walk through these doors again. I'm really regretting making the decision to come back.
Everything she's doing is willingly.
I'm kind of spiraling out of control at this point.
How are you guys?
How are you doing?
Is he very happy?
No, not.
Why not?
Because I'm not in a good place and like what you said to me.
We all don't like things, Meghan.
And so I just didn't want to come back today. So I'm here, even though I don't want to be.
What didn't you like?
When I hear certain things, it kind of triggers me. And our last visit, I just kind of went in a dark place.
Tell the doctor that he's hurting your feelings.
Okay, so what'd you hear?
I heard that I was a failure. I just didn't want to come back.
Let's roll back and let's break this down. You are probably understanding you're not where you thought you would be or where you should be or where you could be.
You can't really say that diets and weight loss fail most of the time because you aren't consistent. That's kind of your problem.
And you got down to a low level of?
I got down to 304.9.
So you lost basically 200 pounds after your surgery. That's a monumental accomplishment.
In the words of Chris from 1,000 Pound Sisters, you have to exert yourself to eat that much.
I want to be less, but I'm struggling. And after talking to you last time, I didn't feel like I was good enough to get any further.
Do you know how much you have to be eating to maintain your weight when you are at 350 pounds? After a bariatric surgery that limits your food intake?
You have not had
It's mental. I know
a
it is.
single follow-up appointment with our aftercare program.
No.
We've tried to make several.
When was this? Because I haven't got a single call.
Why haven't you reached out to us then?
You're telling me from a medical point how to take care of myself and improve my life so I don't get back up to 500 pounds?
Have you been doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to do at home? Have you been eating cleanly? Have you been following the program like you're supposed to?
You just want to stop? Aftercare program? Nope. Have you been answering our calls? Nope. Have you been eating better? Get out of here.
This is exactly why I didn't want to come.
You're going to answer it? You're here because you want help. You've gotten 200 pounds of help. I think you want to get further than that.
It's his job to do surgery and to medically support your journey.
One of my main goals with Meghan has been trying to get her to take ownership of her own health care. I'm not going to yell at you, just say yes or no.
Not all of it, but
He's not responsible for you being offended in this situation.
I need to walk out. I need to walk out and take a minute to myself.
Okay.
What do you do when a doctor states facts and calls you out on your eating habit?
I can't believe this.
The only logical thing, throw a freaking tantrum.
Kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Meghan is not doing well. We're in full meltdown mode.
I poured my heart out, and instead of listening to me, he turned it back on me again.
I've had my fair share of unproductive doctor's appointments and I left feeling frustrated, but it didn't have anything to do with my weight. It was nothing that I thought that I could proactively change regarding my body. I am going to be doing a video on my whole situation soon. It's just a really long video and it's just going to take me some time. It's probably going to take me like 2 hours to record and like a month to edit.
And this smirk on his face as if it was no big deal at all.
You have the right to feel the way that you feel.
This is exactly what. He wouldn't even take an ounce of credit for the way he made me feel.
So much for that confrontation with Dr. Procter. And that's how TLC decided to launch season 2 of 1,000 Pound Best Friends that I will continue to watch because I'm already invested in everyone's progress. Have you seen this show yet? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch these shenanigans. I hope it improves your day a little bit and makes you happy at least for a few minutes and allows you to decompress from whatever day that you're having. I have a few story times for you guys. I'm going to try to get those recorded today as well. I try to record several things at once so that I can just get all of the editing done in just a few sessions. So it is going to take me a little bit of time. If you like watching the creative process, you can head over to my main channel, Jasmine Baker, or if you want to hire me to draw something for you, please visit my website, jasminebakerart.com. I specialize in realistic drawings of people. I also do pet portraits. And I went to Comic-Con last year for the first time as a vendor. I will have a video of that on my main channel very soon. I will hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
You do give them the best massages.
I know I do.
What is it gonna take for these women to leave some of these men?
So my mom, she's my ride or die. Ain't that right? You got it. You already know.
Yep, they're besties.
Imagine